We know you're excited to start building your custom home, but you want to know exactly how much you're going to spend in the process. It sounds simple in theory, but in practice, it quickly becomes much more complicated. By the end of this video, we promise you'll understand all the factors that influence the cost of your custom home. Let's dive in. My name is Francisca Alonso, and I am the CEO and co-founder of AD Architects and Builders, an architect-led design-build firm that has been in business for over 20 years. The topics we will be discussing today include: how much does building a custom home cost? What could change the cost of a custom home project? How can I calculate the cost of my custom home? How can I finance my custom home? We charge a starting price of $350 per square foot, calculated based on living space across 2 to 3 levels. Living space is an area that is heated and cooled, including the basement. Spaces that are not calculated into the square footage, meaning it doesn't add to the cost in terms of square footage, but is included in our 350 number, is the 2 to 3 car garage, 1 covered outdoor space, and of course the covered porch or entrance. And I mention this because our outdoor spaces are an extension of the home. They're not an afterthought. Our square footage cost is an average that we use to give our clients a sense of budget for their home. So typically, we know that basements are around $250 a square foot. The main level is around $450 a square foot, and the upper levels are around $350 a square foot. We also know that our homes are typically main level heavy. We have 20% of the square footage allocated to the lower level, 60% to the main level, and 20% to the upper level. It's just the most natural way to live, and it also embraces our vacation style living brand. It adds value to their lifestyle. Our houses typically range between 1.75 to 3.5 million, not including site and land costs. This cost includes architectural plans, civil plans, permitting fees, and the construction of the house. A typical range for site costs in Northern Virginia is $100,000 to $300,000. Land or lots typically range between $500,000 to $1.5 million. Four factors that influence the cost in the design phase of your custom home are: size. Building larger costs less per square foot. Style. A common misconception is that people think that building modern costs less. It actually costs more. We need more structural support to create that openness. Location. If the location of your site is difficult to access, construction costs will increase. Another factor is personalized features, things that you want that you haven't had or seen in any of the other houses that you've looked at or lived in. For example, a sauna or a pool, a bar right off the kitchen. These are some of the features that our clients have requested that, of course, will add to the cost of your home. Once you have selected your custom spaces and construction materials, and we have given you your fixed construction cost, the only thing that will influence or change that cost is a change in scope. To get your estimated cost, you need to take into account 3 factors: construction cost, site cost, and land costs. So let's say we're building you a 5,500 square foot house on a teardown lot with utilities already established. You would then multiply 5,500 square feet times 350 as our square foot price, and then you add $100,000 for the estimated site costs, and let's say $500,000 for the estimated lot costs. So all in, the number would be $2,525,000. Here at AV, we have a preferred lender that we work with and recommend to our clients. If you want to find your own, you'll need to work with a lender who specializes in construction to perm loans. Construction to perm loans can be broken down into 3 simple steps. Step 1, get financing for the land or tear down. Step 2, after building permit is obtained, get your construction loan that funds the project. And step 3, once you have your occupancy permit, then that construction loan will convert into a permanent loan, also known as mortgage. It's important that your lender knows from the beginning that you're doing a construction to perm loan and not just buying a tear down to hold on to it to rent. We like to be involved in this process as early as possible to assist our clients and avoid delays. If you made it this far, you now have a full understanding of how we price our design build services. If you're interested in more information regarding pricing, head on over to the cost section of our Learning Center. We have helpful articles on several of the topics we covered today. If you're interested in building with us, let's schedule a discovery call where we can discuss pricing further and start working towards getting you an exact cost. I look forward to chatting with you very soon.